Hey everyone, Sky here. Just throwing out the second part of the video as promised about cleaning, cutting, and actually canning beans. First step is obviously cleaning them. You pretty much just want to get any impurities off, any types of leaves, dirt, anything of that sorts. So, I'll show you how I go about doing that. I've already washed my hands. Gonna wash them again since I just itched my nose, and show you how we do it. Alright, so got my sink filled up with water. Now what we're gonna do is go ahead and take the remaining beans that we have, go ahead and put them in the water here. Get them wet. Move them around a little bit. Then what I do is I take the beans, and we could probably get a little bit more water in here. Go ahead and take the bean, dunk it in. Then once you got it under the water, go ahead and just run your fingers across it a couple times. Okay? So from here, we're trying to get rid of stuff like this. Any leaves, grass roots, anything of that sorts. So this one looks pretty decent. Then all we do, put it over here, just so it's pretty much tell myself that it's been cleaned and it's set, ready to go. This is by far one of the more time-consuming parts of canning, minus the actual canning procedure. But it's got to get done. Also, I don't use any soap, anything like that to clean these. All I'm doing is just pretty much bathing them with everyday standard water. Also, I'm not too concerned with pesticides, anything of that sorts, because my 6 rows that I have, or we have I should say, I don't use any type of pesticides, anything of that sorts. Right now what I'm mainly doing is just cutting up the green beans. Showing you how I do it. It might not be the right way, but it's the way that works for myself and my family. Already went through, washed them all. So now all we do is I just take a knife. Another thing I do is I go ahead and put a couple band-aids on because this here makes for a good lever. Take, cut the end, go over to my second bucket, which is going to be my canning bucket, and make a couple cuts. One thing that I see some people doing is move around a little bit here so maybe you can see a little bit better, is when they cut, they press. Nothing wrong with that if it works for you, but what I do is I twist. Main reason why I do the twist is so that way my thumb isn't actually doing all the pressure work, because I don't want to apply too much pressure, hit a really sharp blade, and slice myself open. So just take it from here, twist, twist. Some little weeds still got on these, just go ahead, wipe them off. So from here, I'm still using my thumb somewhat for pressure, but most of it is in my right hand. Just twist. Okay, so we got everything cleaned, got everything cut up. As we can see here and here, this just might be my last batch for the day. So see what we can do here. Alright, out here we have 2 pressure cookers going at the same time. Each pressure cooker can hold 7 of these jars. So what I do is I take my 7 jars, line them all up, so it's almost like a miniature assembly line that we're going to get going here. First things first is I go ahead, take my funnel, put it on top, obviously, and then just start filling up with clean and cut green beans. With dropping some on the floor, of course. After you get pretty much full, what you're going to do is do a little shake. And that shake will actually bring it, give you about a ½ inch of headroom, which is what you're going to be needing and wanting with anything that you can, from what I understand. So, get done with that one and move on over to the next. Alright, well, I got my 7 jars here filled, giving myself a ½ inch of headspace. Next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding salt. The stuff that we're using is actually the kosher salt, and all you have to do is put 1 teaspoon in each one of these containers. Okay, well, we got our salt in. Next step up is going to be filling up the jars with boiling hot water and getting them ready to be pressure canned.